professor of international relations at Istanbul Aydın University. Tarek, thanks for joining us. What are the terms of this deal? For example, why were 5 people brought to Turkey and not exchanged in Ukraine?
In the ongoing confrontation between Russia and Ukraine. And these are the guys, they commanded the resistance movement against Russian troops in Mariupol, and they had already required a kind of heroic status in the eyes of the Ukrainian people. And it would have been somehow impossible for these people to be returned to Ukrainian mainline instead of Turkey, because that would give a kind of message that Russia was caving into Ukrainian demands. So Turkey, acting as a kind of go-between country, mediator country, would appear to be the most appropriate destination for these guys to come to Turkey. So this is, I think, quite important. And we should also not forget the fact that in addition to these 5 very important people, more than 200 other people were allowed to go back to Ukrainian territory. In return, were 50 or 55 Russian people going back to Russia. So this is quite an important achievement in the evolutionary process of Ukrainian-Russian confrontation, and it also demonstrates how critical a role Turkey, also Saudi Arabia, have played in the achievement of this very important success.
It seems pretty incredible that negotiators from Ukraine and Russia can agree and work on certain things like exchanging prisoners at the same time the Russian president is threatening nuclear war and doubling down on sending people to go fight in Ukraine. How do the two things coexist?
I think this is a quite paradoxical situation. On the one hand, we have achieved a very positive achievement, but on the other hand, as you have just pointed out, Russian leadership, President Putin has already declared a kind of partial mobilization, calling up troops. And also, on the other hand, United States President Biden delivered a very anti-Russian talk in the United Nations General Assembly, suggesting that there is only one way to get rid of this conflict, and that's through the defeat of Russia. So on one side, the prospects of having further crisis, further critical episodes taking place in Russian-Ukraine war, so it might further escalate maybe to a nuclear or tactical nuclear level. It's a quite negative achievement. But on the other hand, this is a very positive achievement. But I think we should not overlook one of the critically important points in this ongoing process. That's the leaders of Turkey, the leaders of many other countries, in particular China and India, have already signaled their dissatisfaction with the Russian actions on the ground. So Chinese, Indians, South Africans in particular have made it very quite clear that this war cannot go on as like now. So we have to find a solution to this problem. I think this has put a this has put a kind of pressure on Russian leadership to strike a deal that might give a kind of positive message to international audience. So this swap deal might be considered as a part of Russian, how can I say, face-saving achievements, face-saving steps. But as you have pointed out, I am not that much optimistic about the potential of finding a short-term solution to the crisis, because Russians, as of today, are extremely feeling cornered and pushed to the corner. And this mobilization decision adopted by Kremlin is not something good for finding a diplomatic solution in the short to medium term.
Yeah, excellent points. Tarek Ozlu, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.